Man, crock pots are the shit. I just had my 6th bowl of chili in 3 days. So I recently found myself single, and by that I mean I stopped having sex with my ex about 2 months ago. We broke up in August. So I did what most recently single people do and joined every online dating app that I could. So this is real talk. Online dating. Scruff, Grindr, Tinder, eHarmony, Plenty of Fish, BBRT, Adam for Adam, Christian Mingle. That's where all the whores are. And no matter what service you join, the goal is the same. Everyone is looking for someone to spend their time with. Whether it's going on a date, cooking somebody a nice meal, going out to dinner, to the movies, having cocktails, having cock in your tail, kisses, I don't know, cuddle sessions. What do people, I don't fucking know what people do. I know what I do. Most people just want to not be alone for a little while. I mean, they're all pretty much the same. You download the app or you join the website, set up your profile with all your stats, or maybe a slightly better version of your stats. And you name yourself something cutesy like Puss Warrior, The Last Cowboy, or God's Gal 69. And you just wait for the messages to pour in. And they always do, because the people who are on there have been on there and they know when someone's new. You're fresh fucking meat and they're on it. Because they know within a matter of a week, you're probably going to have met someone already, or you're going to have gotten to the point where you're fucking tired of it because it monopolizes all of your time. And it's a lot of fun. It really is. When you're the shiny new object that everybody wants to play with, you feel really good about yourself. And then a week goes by, and then 2 weeks go by, and then 3 weeks, a month, 6 weeks go by, and you're starting to feel really desperate because you've spent how many hours talking to strangers trying to make a connection, and it hasn't happened. Then you change your main profile picture. You tweak your profile a little bit because you don't want to come across desperate, but you also don't want to come across totally nonchalant. You want people to be like, ooh, he's kind of aloof, but maybe a little bit of a dickhead? That's hot. I like that. You want people to think that you're the coolest fucking thing since Skinny Girl Popcorn. Which is the shit. There are people who have never been on an online dating service. I think that we all think what's going to happen is actually much different than what is happening. I asked my friends to send me snapshots of the beginnings of conversations. Please keep in mind, these are the beginnings of conversations. This is the first impression, and I have talked to gay people and straight people, men and women. So here we go. Hey hottie, come blow me, sir. C-U-M-B-L-O. Morning, fellow dog lover. I love passionate guys and very wild sex. Love making, I like to drive guys quelled with my passion, which is played in so many ways. Wild with my passion. I'm not feeling well. Frowny face. You like riding? Picture of penis. Wanna take a spin sometime? Hey stud. Hello. Picture of ass in a jockstrap. Penis picture, pre-cum picture. Top? I'm a good guy, but am a little naughty sometimes. You're sexy looking. Horny? Stud. Hey man, blowjob? $500 if you strip naked and fart in my face once. Meat? Massage. You do massage? Watching porn and stroking with a bud. Come over and smoke pots? Want to get sucked? Titty pic, butthole pic, butthole pic. How's it going, mister? How's it going, mister? Sexy. Let's fuck. Hey, what's up, man? Want some head? Hung? Would you take $50 from me to let me smell your cock and ass while I jerk off? Yum. I don't even know what to say to some of those. Reading them out loud actually makes them seem more absurd. We're not doing anything to actually make connections with anybody anymore. We're almost doing things in reverse. I mean, before the internet, before apps, before chat rooms on AOL, Dayton, M for M, anybody else? You had to actually go and meet people. You got set up by friends, by family members, at a book club. Hell, I don't even know how people used to meet each other. At church? Ugh. But a person doesn't come with like a portfolio that they hand you and it says, oh, I'm 5'10", 145 pounds on a good day, brown hair, brown eyes, my penis size is this big, this is my build, I have these STDs, I'm involved in this activity and this activity, I hate this, love to eat these things. Like, that shit didn't happen. You had to actually like date someone and let all that stuff come to the surface. Now, you see a profile, a picture of somebody, usually like a slew of pictures of somebody depending on how conceited they are, and then all of their information. I mean, everything. You know where they live, where they grew up, their family life, their heritage, how much money they make. I feel like we're in a dating marketplace. There's no push to put in any work. I can see hundreds of people in my city, in my like immediate area, other cities, all around the world. Everyone who's looking to date, to get married, for pussy and for dick, why would you go on a date with somebody and then continue after you found out that they have a misshapen big toe? Well, I'd really like to have a relationship with somebody with all 10 functioning toes. So I'm gonna bump the brakes here for a second, and I'm gonna scroll through all these other hundreds of thousands of peoples who might actually have like okay feet. Are you fucking kidding me? It's different in any city that you're in. You live in Chicago, you have access to so many people. When someone like farts too early, you're kicking them out the door, because you know there's probably someone in your building, if not multiple people in your building, that are at least attractive in the same sexual orientation as you. Why would you waste your time with someone who's let you down just a little bit? But if you live in Ohio and you know that you have to drive at least 15 minutes or whatever that is in miles, I just gauge everything by time. You're gonna put in a little bit of work. You're like, well, I'm 30 years old and I'm single and doesn't look like there's anybody else popping up on the old Tinder. You're gonna hang out for a little bit and you're gonna sit and listen to them, even if they talk about comic books all the time, and you're like, I haven't played a video game since fucking 89. People aren't polarized objects. We're not like a north end and a south end of a magnet and you just find that one person, you're like, whoop, and you're just together forever. Like, you have to kind of find that, you're like, oh, I can give and take a little bit. Oh, he doesn't like dogs, but he likes hamsters. Does that bother me? I can maybe deal with that. But then you're like, oh, he likes having sex and getting shit on his chest. That might be a little extreme for me. Maybe that's a thing. But the fact that he listens to Celine Dion in the shower, while it's kind of faggy, it doesn't make him a bad person, and it doesn't like automatically make him unqualified to be your future husband. I am feeling a little bit jaded at this point. I talked to someone the other day and really enjoyed the conversation. We are both performers. We were talking about all kinds of real naughty things that, I mean, I was wet. And then the next morning I woke up and couldn't find the conversation in the app. I Facebook stalked that bitch. Boyfriend. This is so common. Guys, girls, getting on there pretending they want something, but actually just kind of getting off on the fact that they're talking inappropriately and like dirty to somebody because they can't live out their own sexual fantasies, what they're actually interested in with their partner. Meanwhile, there are people who have been single forever who want to find someone to go on a date with, and you can't even weed through the mess because you've got fucking sexy over here and titties over here, and you think you're going to build a life with them, and all they want to do is talk about the sounds they want to make you make. That's literally the conversation I had. Not talking about the sounds that I think that's too personal. Sorry, this one is probably not very funny, but I just wanted to talk about it because, you know, it's on my mind. I want to know if there's anyone out there who has actually made a legitimate connection with somebody from an online dating site. And what are your opinions on it? Because I think it's a bunch of bullshit. And I think there's going to be this kind of resurgence where people are going to be like, you know what? Maybe we should take a step back and go about things the old-fashioned way and appreciate the novelty and the experience of doing things a little bit slower. Oh, and please, if you have any interesting first liners, please send them to me because I will never get over how funny they are. It will never, ever get old. Bye.
Research. Watch out, these girls be doing research.